Opening up businesses here in Serbia is a great way, one, to establish roots here and obtain residency. But one of the common questions that we get is, what are some good businesses that are up and coming or prosperous here in Serbia? And today I'm going to talk to you about 8 of the businesses that I see huge opportunity for. So if you're looking to set up a business here in Serbia, you're going to want to listen to this video and see what best fits your scenario and what you can establish when it comes to prospering here in Serbia and getting a business that is profitable. Now, Serbia has one of the best and simplest ways of obtaining residency here, which is through establishing a business, either an entrepreneur or a corporation. Those are your two options. However, many of the questions come up are, what are some good industries that are in demand now and ones that are up and coming or that are not spoken about? And today I'm going to talk to you about the ones that I see by living here in Serbia, where you can set up a business and what city that they're best to do so. And if this resonates with one of your business plans, that might be a great opportunity here. Serbia does have a great tax structure here. They have a lot of good opportunity when it comes to employees and R&D tax credits. So depending on the type of business that you're looking to set up, you may be eligible for getting some of these tax credits yourself. One thing I need to keep in mind though, and let everybody know, is that if you're looking to set up a business here in Serbia, you cannot just set up any sort of business. You as a foreigner need to come into Serbia to set up a business, something that you have qualifications for. Okay, this can be certificates, diplomas, letters of recommendation, past work experience, whatever it is. So if you are someone that is coming from, another country and you have a ticket in gardening, you cannot set up a IT business. If you have something in IT, you cannot set up a social media marketing agency. You have to have something that can, that you can show that you have knowledge in, and so that you will actually progress in that business. The other thing is that if your idea is to obtain residency here by opening up a business, you need to have it as an active business. You cannot just set up a business, say I got temporary residency, and that's it. When it comes to your renewal of your temporary residency, they may ask and can ask for invoices, show of proof of money being made, what have you done for your business, and so that they see that it's an actual business. Where are your taxes that you have been paid? Because regardless of if you set up a self-employed business or a preduzetnik or an LLC, which is also known as a DOO here, you're going to be required to pay taxes regardless of what money that you are making. So if you're making zero money on your business, you're still required to pay taxes. And if you don't pay your taxes, the government will send you a letter saying, hey, listen, if these taxes aren't closed, your business is closed, or we're closing your business, and then you are going to be out when it comes to renewal of your residency platform. So make sure you keep that in mind. But moving forward with this video, the information technology and startup space is something that is huge here in Serbia. So if you're looking for IT or some sort of startup, you need to look at relocating to Serbia or setting that up here in Serbia. Now you have over 4,000 startups that have been set up here in Serbia, and they have collectively raised $1.3 billion in funding. So you have rapid growth when it comes to those two. There is a strong engineering base here, and so the main hubs for IT and startups is Belgrade and in Novi Sad, which are the two main cities that we work with clients here at Relocation Serbia. And so if you're looking to set up a business in either of those cities, feel free to reach out to us and we can discuss how we can do that and set it up in your best interest and what kind of structures that you're looking to set up. While the ecosystem is the largest in Western Balkans, many startups struggle with scaling internationally. And this is another opportunity that I see myself is these fail to scale internationally because a lot of these businesses do not have good sales and marketing skills. So if you're someone that isn't good in sales and marketing and you want to offer your services to one of these IT businesses or startups, that is another good opportunity for you to come here into Serbia and establish a business. I've seen businesses here that have been operational for years in Serbia that don't even have a website. They have a Facebook page, or sometimes not even that. It's a simple phone call, and that's that. And so in Serbia, a lot of these businesses need to get a boost into the digital world, and so that they can draw in sales from outside of their local area that they're currently selling in. The next one that I'd like to talk to you about is tourism and hospitality. Now, tourism is booming here in Serbia. Even with the protests, I see that a lot of people are coming here and visiting. And tourism shares in the GDP growth here in Serbia. And Serbia last year outpaced all the European countries. And this year they're set to be one of the top ones again. And with the Expo 2027 coming in 2027, I can see that also putting a huge boost into the tourism and hospitality as well. And the employment is projected to double by 2031 here, especially through these niche segments such as ecotourism and boutique stays. So if you're looking to set up one of those businesses, I did a video not too long ago about glamping. That's an up and coming, hospitality business that Serbia is moving forward with. And so if you're looking to set up something in that type of business, that is something that you should look at. There's huge growth in certain regions such as Zlatibor and Kaponik. You got Vrnjačka Banja, and then you have a couple other places around Serbia such as Fruška Gora, which is between Novi Sad and Belgrade. And it's also a huge wine country for those that are looking for their glass of red or white wine. The next one I'd like to talk about is renewable energy, is sustainability. There is a huge government-backed initiative for people that are looking to install solar or have some sort of sustainability efforts on their business or in their houses even. If you're looking to set up solar power, wind, hydro, whatever it is, that's something that I used to do as an electrician back in a past life, and it was booming in Canada, and I can see that trend moving here as well, especially if like many of our clients that we work with, they are looking, especially the retired ones are looking to purchase something that is perhaps outside of the city centers, in some of the villages. And, if you are off the grid type of thing, or you have a outbuilding that doesn't have power to it, setting up some sort of solar, wind, or hydro electric would be something that you can do. And if you're a business, I can also tell you there's a huge demand for people that are that can install those systems here in Serbia as well. The number 4 one is e-commerce and logistics. Now, this one is hugely underplayed, but it's growing dramatically. It's less publicized here. E-commerce is a huge expanding market here. Temu is the bread and butter when it comes to ordering online here in Serbia. Amazon not as much. But there's a huge cost efficiency here in Serbia and logistic advantages simply by where we are located. So we are located, in the Balkans, of course, and so we have access to both Eastern and Western markets here as well. And there's a lot of great factories here, a lot of space for having inventory for when it comes to e-commerce and, trucking as well, and getting those items in and out of Serbia as well. The next one, number 5, is going to be education and language training. So with a huge emerging market here of expats and digital nomads, there's a lot of communities asking for international schools. So if you're looking to set up an international school, that is a great business model here. There's only one here in Novi Sad, and there's a handful in Belgrade when it comes to international schools. They are pretty expensive as well. I know the ones we've been looking for our clients are looking at about 10,000 euros per year per child when it comes to international schooling. So if there's a way that you can set up an international school and get that investment a little lower, you're going to have a pretty good business there. The demands are in English language instructions and vocational educational services as well. The other one when it comes to education is EdTech. There's a huge growth potential for digital education that aligns with EdTech. And this is predicted to be among one of the growing or fastest growing sectors globally. So if you're looking to set up a business with some good tax structure and looking to work globally, EdTech is something that you can do, not only target within here in Serbia, but globally as well. And you'll do very well when it comes to that. And also hiring individuals here in Serbia when it comes to English or whatever it is. We have a lot, English is the second language that is taught in school. So many of the younger generations speak English very fluently and sometimes better than myself, if you ask me. The next one that is hugely emerging here in Serbia is health, wellness, and fitness. So this rising sector is, I see it exploding everywhere. Gyms are getting put up left and right. Supplement stores are running out of supplements and products for their clients because it's getting bought out left, right, and center. And you're seeing more and more grocery stores that are putting in healthy food sections as well. And so you have personal wellness is growing with fitness centers, wellness retreats. So this wellness retreats ties in very well with the hospitality and tourism sector as well. So if you can come up with a business plan when it ties those two together, that'd be great. Boutique health services are very popular as well. And if you're going to tie those two together, I would recommend that you do something in the tourism area, such as Vrnjačka Banja, Kaponik, Fruška Gora, one of those ones where you already have the tourism, where people are in that mindset. Not to say that Belgrade and Novi Sad aren't great options either, but if you're looking to target tourism, hit those areas up. If you're looking to target expats or someone that's going to be here as a longer term client, then I would recommend that you remain in Belgrade and Novi Sad, because you'll have the expat community there as well as the tourist sector as well that are in and out of the country. And so if you're looking to do with that or have any ideas when it comes to health, wellness, and fitness, 100% a good industry to look into. The 7th one is something that I did once upon a time in life. I've contemplated doing this here again, but I don't have the passion for it anymore. I much more enjoy this business model that I do here now with Relocation Serbia, and that industry is construction. So there's a huge demand for construction services here, people that can set up companies, employ workers, and build buildings. All right, you can get into high rises, you can get into factory work or factory buildings, you can get into houses. There's no general contractors that do houses here, that do cookie cutter houses. A lot of them is custom work. If you're looking for a certain niche to get into when it comes to construction, I can totally hook you up with clients that we work with that have purchased property, that are looking for workers, that are either looking to add an addition, completely renovate their properties, so on and so forth. And so we're looking for, people that can, bricklayers, plumbers, electricians, all that type of stuff. So if you're someone that has a construction background and looking to set it up with a huge demand, I know construction demand around the world is exploding everywhere, but for myself, speaking firsthand, in Canada as a corporation, I was taxed at almost 40% on my income, where here as a corporation in construction, you'd be taxed at a little bit less, which is 15% flat rate tax, which I think is phenomenal. And if you're bringing in or hiring workers in those trades, I know there's a lot of government funding as well. The last one that I want to touch on, and which is the eighth one, is something that I've seen firsthand that is a huge void in this market, and that is almost non-existent here in Serbia, and that is property management. I myself am looking for cleaners. I'm looking for not only the house but also the office space. I know expats that are looking for cooks or people that can mow the lawn. Even when it comes to the apartment buildings here in Serbia, people buying apartments, they have property managers that are supposed to manage the buildings. And the ones here in Serbia just don't seem to cut it when it comes to their work ethic. And even though that they're paid by the city, they don't want to do their job. And so if you can do something in the property management sector, reach out to me personally, because I think that we can sit down and collaborate in some way, shape, or form, because a lot of our clients are looking for people that can do some sort of property management, not only when it comes to their apartments, but their houses as well. It could be trimming grass, it could be checking on their property, especially if they're in and out of the country. So we have a client that spends 6 months here and then 6 months out of the country, traveling the world. And so someone that can maintain their properties while they're gone, check on the place, make sure nothing's wrong. If something goes wrong, that they're able to fix it in a decent amount of time. So that's something that is also in demand as well. So if you're looking for some way to set up a business, feel free to reach out to us. We have a great team of not only lawyers and business consultants, but we have also great tax planners here that can help you structure your taxes accordingly, especially if you're one of those people that have multiple citizenships. If you're someone from the US that doesn't have dual tax treaty with Serbia, there's multiple options, and we can help you when it comes to that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.